Here they come. They're off. Happy Time Jam Boy out for the lead on the inside. They're fossilized. Baby Doctor scoots on through on the inside. Now they twist into that first turn. And Baby Doctor now has the early foot. Happy Time Jam Boy was third, now second. Happy Time Jam Boy from the outside powers up to challenge and now take command. Baby Doctor holds in second by two. Fossilized in third now by 2 lengths, followed by Roguish Fella. It's a gap to Cambino. Inherit the Gold. It's Look Ladies. And Sidcam trails the field. 27-3, a lively opening quarter around the turn. Entering the stretch for the first time as they approach that half-mile juncture. And your leader is Baby Doctor, and Baby Doctor is your pace setter now a length. Happy Time Jam Boy is right there in second as Fossilized swings to the outside, now into second. Happy Time Jam Boy is back to third. Here comes Roguish Fella picking up cover. Halfway home, 58-2. Now they swing into the clubhouse turn, and Baby Doctor leads the way now a length and a quarter now. 3/4 of a length as Happy Time Jam Boy makes another bid at the leader on the outside second. Hold on the outside. Here comes Roguish Fella. They curve into the back stretch, approaching that third quarter. And on the inside, it's Baby Doctor Fossilized. Alongside Fossilized, now with a neck in front. Driving by 3/4. 3/4, 128 and 1 into the far turn. On the outside, Fossilized a nose. Baby Doctor is on the inside trying to come back, but 3 wide. Roguish Fella is on the move. On the inside, Happy Time Jam Boy needs racing room. 3 wide, Sid Cam. Here they come, turning for home. Baby Doctor, he cuts the corner under urging. On the inside, Happy Time Jam Boy. Here comes Fossilized, one more try. Fossilized in the center of the track is coming on. Fossilized at the wire. Second race pacers, and behind the starting gate, here they come. They're off. Nuclear Chip on the outside heads out for the lead. There goes Flying Michael, charging through on the inside, but Cullen Force circles horses fastest of all, and Cullen Force is up on the outside taking command. Flying Michael holds on the inside second. Odds On Legacy right there in third, a length and a quarter back to John Nelson. 2 lengths back to Nuclear Chip, followed down by St. Peter Days, and to the outside here comes K. Days Raja, and trailing the field by the quarter, Broadway Country. Now that early quarter, 29-3 that first quarter, and all the actions up front. Here comes a new leader, and that new leader is Odds On Legacy. It's Odds On Legacy now winning the race to the top. On the inside, Cullen Force back to second as Nuclear Chip ranges upon the outside first over. And on the outside, here comes St. Peter Days moving right with him. Flying Nelson is tucked in halfway home. Now they've hit the half, a minute flat. Into the clubhouse turn, Odds On Legacy has the lead 3/4 of a length. Nuclear Chip is up on the outside of challenging second. Cullen Force is saving ground right with the leaders in third. Followed on the outside, St. Peter Days, now under mild urging. Followed on the outside, 3 wide. K. Days Raja is on the move. Flying Michael now looking for racing room. Midway up the back stretches, they battle for the lead. There's 2 horses across the track. 3/4, 131 and 1 into the far turn. Odds On Legacy is on the inside between horses. Nuclear Chip 3 wide. Here comes K. Days Raja. Here they come turning for home. Odds On Legacy cuts the corner on the far outside. K. Days Raja is closing ground. Through the stretch they come. Odds On Legacy with the lead. K. Days Raja. Nuclear Chip is there. Odds On Legacy. 2 horses at the wire. They're off. Patient Max out for the lead. On the inside of him goes Go Brian Go. Into the turn they race and Go Brian Go. Benefits from the inside as Patient Max drives alongside a challenging second, 5 lengths back to third. Finds Public Persona. Another 2 lengths back to Hot Rod Cam. Followed on the inside of horses by Gabriel in Flight. Another length and a quarter to Adams Road. Trailing the field, that's Extra Chief by the opening quarter. 29 seconds flat that first quarter. And now up front, your leader is Patient Max, and Patient Max now a 2.5 length lead. Go Brian Go is second by 4 lengths. Public Persona now tucked in as first over. Hot Rod Cam is on the move, and on the outside, here comes Gabriel in Flight. Now moving up with cover to the outside, it's Adams Road. As they approach half-mile juncture, it's Patient Max, your leader. Here comes Hot Rod Cam, and up and challenging second. 1:01, the race is half over as they wheel into the clubhouse turn, and up front, Patient Max leads the way and draws clear. A length and a quarter. It's on the outside, Hot Rod Cam, as alongside now a challenging second with Gabriel in Flight. He's following cover. On the inside, Go Brian Go now starts to look for Racing Room, followed by Adams Road. Public Persona is there as they drive by 3/4. Your leader on the outside, Hot Rod Cam, 3/4, 130 flat into the far turn. Hot Rod Cam opens up the lead by 2.5 lengths. Gabriel in Flight thunders into second, followed by Hot Rod Cam, that Patient Max. Here they come, turning for home. Hot Rod Cam is your leader now. Hot Rod Cam opens up by 4. On the outside, here comes Adams Road charging. Adams Road is coming on. Hot Rod Cam at the wire, close for second. Adams Road over Gabriel.
There's your...
They're off. What's for dessert? Hustling out for the lead. Between horses, there goes Noteworthy Wolf. Stand the Man Usual is on the inside, and it's those three as they hustle for early position. Stand the Man Usual, your leader just a nose, as Noteworthy Wolf is between horses in second. On the inside, Pepper Wild Manor in third. What's for dessert? Parked on the outside, 3 lengths back to Dr. Energy. Another 4 lengths back to Colonel Meacham. Old Mustard trailing the field by the quarter. Phantom Fame. 28-1 now the initial quarter. And from the outside, here comes What's for Dessert. What's for Dessert now powers into a 2-length lead. Noteworthy Wolf holds on the inside second. 2 lengths back to Stand the Man Usual right there in third. Another 2 lengths back. Piper Wellmanor now to the outside. Piper Wellmanor. Here comes Old Mustard on the move as they drive by the halfway home. 57-4. Now they roll into the clubhouse turn. What's for Dessert maintains the lead now a length and a half. Noteworthy Wolf getting that great trip in second. Stand the Man Usual is first over on the outside. From the back of the pack, here comes Phantom Fame. Circling horses on the outside. Now shuffled back the last was Old Mustard. Out of the turn, racing up the back stretch. And your leader now is What's for Dessert by 2.5 lengths. 3/4, 128-2 into the far turn. What's for Dessert now a 3-length lead on the outside of horses. Stand the Man Mutual moves into second. Noteworthy Wolf right there in third from far back. Old Mustard is on the move. Here they come, turning for home. What's for Dessert has the lead under urging. What's for Dessert now a 6 or 7 length lead on the far outside. Old Mustard is trying to come on, coming to the wire. What's for Dessert has the lead at the wire. Old Mustard up for second. Here they come. They're off. High Risk Express goes out for the lead between horses on the inside. Lake Hills Doc is there. They dive into that first turn, and Lake Hills Doc has the early foot, but Lake Hills Carl, fourth, now third, second on the outside with a rush. Here comes Lake Hills Carl up to challenge and now take command. Lake Hills Doc holds on the inside second. It's another 2 lengths back to High Risk Express. In third by 3, Go Nurse. 3 lengths back, Bold and Sassy. Dustin's Empire now charging to the outside, followed now by Bill the Bartender. Slumlord trails the field. That opening quarter, 28-2 that first quarter, and Lake Hills Carl shows the way into the stretch now for the first time as they approach the half-mile juncture. Lake Hills Doc is right there in second, but Go Nurse takes over second on the outside. Lake Hills Doc back to third, followed on the outside Justin's Empire with cover. 58-4, now the race is half over, and Lake Hills Carl leans into the clubhouse turn, now a length and a quarter. On the inside, it's Lake Hills Doc getting that great trip in second. Go Nurse on the outside in third, followed on the outside Justin's Empire. He may be set to go 3 wide. On the inside, High Risk Express has nowhere to go, and from the back of the pack, Bill the Bartender is on the move as they move by the 3/4 mile juncture. Lake Hills Carl, your leader, 129 flat for the 3/4 into the far turn. Lake Hills Carl, he has a neck in front. Go Nurse alongside a challenging second. Lake Hills Doc looking for racing room. Here they come, turning for home. Lake Hills Carl cuts the corner under urging. Go Nurse is charging. Here comes Go Nurse in the center of the track, and Go Nurse is on the outside taking command, and Go Nurse pulling away at the wire. Spacers it. They're off. On the outside, there goes San Jose Jeff going for the lead. Joined on the inside of horses by Prohibitive. They dive into that first turn. 3 horses now in a hunt for the lead. Prohibitive is your early leader, but KAB Command is alongside a challenging second. Victor's Dynasty now comes away third. And there goes Dusty Plains charging to the outside, followed by San Jose Jeff. Ride Control moving nigh by that opening quarter, and now with a rush from the outside, Dusty Plains. That early quarter, 28-2, and Dusty Plains is your leader by 2. Prohibitive is second. On the outside, KAB Command first over and third. Victor's Dynasty is saving ground in fourth. 2 lengths back to fifth. San Jose Jeff, Ride Control, trails the field as they approach the half-mile juncture. Dusty Plains, your leader now. Dusty Plains opens up by 2. Halfway home, 57-2, and Dusty Plains is now a 3-length lead. Prohibitive digs in under urging second. KAB Command is on the outside in third, followed by Victor's Dynasty. He's looking for racing room. San Jose Jeff, Ride Control, trails the field. Now they curve into the back stretch. Less than a half mile to pace in the race. Dusty Plains is your leader. Prohibitive saving ground second. 3 wide in third. San Jose Jeff. 3/4, 127-2. They swing into the far turn. And Dusty Plains. Dusty Plains now a neck on top. On the inside, Prohibitive. He wants on in second. Followed now by KAB Command. Here they come, turning for home, and Dusty Plains cuts the corner. Prohibitive, he ducks to the inside. Here comes Prohibitive, and look at him fly. Prohibitive is fastest of all.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, I don't think I even have that. I'd have to check. You want to announce this?
No, you know what it's all about. I don't know nothing about it.
They're off. 30 G's for the lead, but there goes Delta Dealer, and Delta Demon is on the inside, opening up the lead now by 2. On the outside, here comes Power On, charging into second, followed on the inside. It's Big Nasty right with the leaders, followed now by 30 G's. On the outside, Vacationing. Now as they approach that opening quarter, and from the outside, it's a battle for the lead as Power On is up now to challenge, and Power On now powers on by that opening quarter, a lively 27-2. It's Power On with the lead. It's Delta Demon. Delta Demon now moving out of second to challenge. Delta Demon now to regain command. Power On back to second on the inside. That's Big Nasty in third. 30 G's is set to come out, and here comes 30 G's. Now followed by Vacationing. 2 lengths back, Master Mark Grace trailing the field. Greek Fire halfway home, 56-3. Now they move into the clubhouse turn. And up front, Delta Demon maintains the lead now by a length and a quarter. Delta Demon showing the way. Here comes 30 G's. Another move out the leader on the outside. 30 G's is gaining ground quickly. Now they curve into the back stretch. Less than a half mile the pace in the race. Delta Demon on the inside. 30 G's alongside a challenging second. Vacationing thunders into third. 3/4. 125-4. Now they swing into the far turn. Delta Demon has a lead. Delta Demon now drawing clear. Now 3 parts of a length. Now a length on the outside. 30 G's Vacationing is now moving up 3 wide. Here they come turning for home. Delta Demon is under urging. Vacationing is charging. Delta Demon Vacationing. Delta Demon. Delta Demon. Vacate those horses at the wire. They're off. Go Thunder out between horses for the lead. On the outside, here comes English Sunrise. And there goes Willie Buck charging through on the inside. Now they twist into that first turn. And Go Thunder is on the outside with a nose on top. Willie Buck holds on the inside, and Willie Buck fights off him for the lead. And here comes Lake Hills Penrod, and he moves into third. On the inside of horses, Buzzy Society as they head for that opening quarter. Your leader is Go Thunder. That opening quarter, 27-4 that first quarter. And Go Thunder is your leader a length. Here comes Lake Hills Penrod charging into second. Willie Buck saving ground right with the leaders in third, followed by Buzzy Society. He's saving ground in fourth. Entering the stretch now for the first time as they approach the half. And Go Thunder has the lead 3 parts of a length. Lake Hills Penrod is up and challenging second. Halfway home, 57-1. Into the clubhouse turn they race. Buzzy Society is your leader on the inside. Now a length. Lake Hills Penrod alongside a challenging second. Willie Buck is saving ground right with the leaders in third, followed now by English Sunrise on the outside. Buzzy Society is now on the move, followed by Go Ahead Try It. A Little Gold, here's the deal. As they drive up the backstretch and move by 3/4, your leader is Go Thunder. 127-4 for the 3/4 into the far turn, and Go Thunder leads the way now 3 parts of a length as English Sunrise moves a closer second. On the inside, Willie Buck right there in third. Here they come, turning for home, and Go Thunder cuts the corner. Go Thunder is under urging on the outside. English Sunrise is coming on. A late move on the outside, Buzzy Society. Go Thunder with the lead. Go Thunder at the wire, close for second, Willie Buck. They're all fan pacing. On the inside, there goes Monster Mac for the lead. AJ's dad shooting through on the inside. And AJ's dad now has that early foot On the outside, Monster Mac. He looks to drop in second, but Mordrad is right with the leaders in third. On the outside, CEO joins the leaders, followed in that turn by Gleaming Revrac. On the outside, Chicago Jazz, followed now by Genuine Chevy, Debonair Society. By that opening quarter, 28-1 that first quarter, and Monster Mac is your leader, and Monster Mac is on top of length. CEO moving to the outside of challenging second. AJ's Dead right with the leaders in third. Here comes Mardrad ranging up in fourth. Followed on the inside, Gleaming Revrac. Genuine Chevy is on the move, approaching the half-mile juncture, and Monster Mac maintains the lead with AJ's Dad right in his heels in second. Halfway home, 57-4 and up front. Positions are unchanged as they wheel into that clubhouse turn. Monster Mac maintains a one-length lead. AJ's Dad is right with the leader in second. Now here comes Mordrad, 3 wide fifth. Now moving fourth. Now moving into third. Out of the turn, they race up the back stretch, and less than a half mile the pace in the race. Monster Mac leads the way, but Mordrad is on the outside. Mordrad pulls even, 3/4 on the board. 128 flat into the far turn. Mordrad between horses. Here comes Genuine Chevy. Now third, now second. 3 horses are across the track. Here they come, turning for home. Genuine Chevy is on the far outside. On the inside, Monster Mac won't give it up. Through the stretch they come. Monster Mac is under the whip. Here comes Gleaming Revrac. One more try. Gleaming Revrac. On the inside, it's Monster Mac. Those horses at the wire. Here they come. They're off. There goes Redskin Rocky on the outside, out for the lead. Columbia Nipper charging through on the inside. Those two into the turn, and Redskin Rocky circles up, and Redskin Rocky now has the lead on neck. Columbia Nipper, he holds on the inside second. 2 lengths back to Touch of Greatness in third. Another 3 lengths back to I Can Do. Followed on the inside by Reformer, trailing the field. Here's a quarter, and that first quarter, a lively 27-1. And up front, your leader is Redskin Rocky, now by 3. Columbia Nipper is second by 2 lengths. On the inside, Touch of Greatness has range on the leaders in third, but on the outside, here's a quarter, first over. Entering the stretch now, heading for the half-mile marker, and Redskin Rocky leads the way by 2. Columbia Nipper is second, but here's a quarter, now third on the outside, 56-2. The race is half over. Into the clubhouse turn they race. Redskin Rocky, a length and a quarter. Here's a quarter, is on the outside, moving into second. Followed on the inside, Columbia Nipper saving ground. And here comes Reformer. He's following cover. And on the outside, I Can Do is driving up. Out of the turn, racing midway up the back stretch as they drive by the 3/4 mile marker. 3/4, 125-2. Into the far turn they race. On the outside, here's a quarter with a neck in front. On the inside, Redskin Rocky fighting to come back in second, but Reformer is 3 wide and coming on. Here they come, turning for home. Between horses, here's a quarter. Reformer, 3 wide and coming on. Here comes Reformer. Redskin Rocky. On the inside, here's a quarter, but on the outside, Reformer is fastest of all. They're off. There goes Home Pro Michael on the inside, hustling up for the lead. On the extreme outside, Motzi is moving up. They dive into that first turn, and Home Pro Michael establishes the early lead. He opens up the lead now by 4. Ideal Centurion is second by 2. On the outside, Motzi, followed on the inside of horses, Gold Star Sandstorm. Another 2 lengths back to Heater Mither, followed now by Broadway Legend. That early quarter, 28-2, the first quarter. And here comes Motzi. And Motzi is up now to take command. Home Pro Michael holds in second by 2. Ideal Centurion right with the leaders in third. Followed on the outside, here comes Heater Mither. Gold Star Sandstorm is tucked in now. Broadway Legend. He picks up cover on the outside. Here comes Dual Fiddle Skipper. Also, he's on the move. Katie's Rio Tonic moving by the half. And Home Pro Michael is now your leader. 57-4 now for the half as they move into the clubhouse turn. Home Pro Michael now your leader of length. But Motzi is right on his heels in second. Heater Mither moving up on the outside, trying to come on. Followed on the inside. Ideal Centurion needs racing room. Out of the turn, they curve into the back stretch. Home Pro Michael now by 2. Motzi is in second. From the back of the pack, Dual Fiddle Skipper is coming on. 127-3 for the 3 quarters. Into the far turn, and Home Pro Michael is opening up the lead now by 4 as Dual Fiddle Skipper hustles into second. Motzi in third, and Ideal Centurion. Here they coming down the stretch they go. Home Pro Michael is opening up the lead now with every stride. It's Home Pro Michael with the lead. A late move by Ideal Centurion, but it's all Home Pro Michael. They're off. On the outside, there goes Fenway shooting out for the lead. And on the inside, Charity's Gambler is there, joined by Bebop Bob. Into the turn they race on the outside. There goes Fenway. And Fenway has a nose in front. Charity's Gambler holds on the inside in second. It's 2 lengths back to Bebop Bob right there in third. Another 3 lengths back to Highway Motoring. Followed now on the inside by Shamrock Silky. Come Miss King, 2 lengths to Mr. Procrastinator, and trailing the field now, Hot Shot Cam by that opening quarter. 27-4 the first quarter, and up front, your pace setter is Fenway, and Fenway enters the stretch now for the first time, a length on top. Charity's Gambler moves up, and here comes Charity's Gambler up to challenge and take command. Fenway now holds on the inside second, now to the outside. Bebop Bob is on the move. 58 seconds flat. The race is half over. Charity's Gambler has the lead now into the clubhouse turn. Fenway is now back to second. It's another 2 lengths back to Bebop Bob, and Bebop Bob is on the move again. Was fourth, now third. Taking over second. Here comes Bebop Bob. He picks up the leader as they curve into the back stretch. There's less than a half mile to pace in the race. On the outside, Bebop Bob, he has a head in front. Charity's Gambler digs in second. On the inside of horses, Fenway and Highway Motoring. 3 quarters, 128-3 as they swing around that final turn. On the inside, it's Charity's Gambler alongside second, Bebop Bob. Here they come, turning for home, and Charity's Gambler cuts the corner under urging. Bebop Bob, another move. Here comes Bebop Bob, but Charity's Gambler won't give it up. Charity's Gambler and Bebop Bob. Charity's Gambler, Bebop Bob, those two at the wire. Fenway was third.
Turning gate